I imagined that the one person I trusted would go behind my parents' backs. It's a feeling of betrayal that hits deeper than anything I could have prepared for. I still can't wrap my mind around it, but I can feel the weight of it in my heart. The hurt of discovering you went behind my parents' backs is more than just disappointment. It's a loss of trust, a fracture in the relationship I thought we had. Now, I find myself wondering if I ever truly knew you. It's difficult to understand how you could betray my trust like that, especially when I thought, we were on the same side. The idea of keeping secrets from my family feels like a wall built between us, and I'm not sure how to tear it down. What makes this so painful is that I never expected this from you, the person I thought I could count on, the person I believed in, chose to walk in the shadows instead of standing in the light with me and my family. I find myself lost in confusion and anger, wondering what led you to make that choice. Was I not enough of a priority? Did you think I wouldn't understand? The betrayal still feels fresh, even as time passes. I don't know what hurts more, what you did behind my parents' backs, or the fact that I can't seem to look at you the same way anymore. Trust was once the foundation of our connection, and now I feel like I'm standing on shaky ground. I always thought that honesty was the most important part of any relationship. So to find out that you went behind my parents' backs makes me question everything I thought I knew about trust, loyalty, and love. It's hard to believe that someone who was once so close to me would keep secrets from my parents. I thought we shared a bond that would never break, but now I'm left picking up the pieces of something that feels like it's falling apart. When I learned what you had done, I couldn't help but wonder why you didn't come to me first. If we were truly in this together, why did you feel the need to keep secrets? It's like a dark cloud that hangs over every thought I have about you now. I never thought the people I loved would turn against my family in such a way. Your actions have left me questioning everything, and the trust that once seemed unshakable is now nothing more than a memory. To be honest, I'm not sure what's more painful, the betrayal itself or the fact that you thought I wouldn't find out. The deception behind my parents' backs is something I can't easily forget, and it's hard to see things the same way again. I can't even begin to process how you could go behind my parents' backs like that. It feels like an act of dishonesty that cuts to the core. I trusted you, and now I feel like I've been left to navigate this pain alone. There are moments when I catch myself replaying the situation over and over, trying to make sense of why you would do this. How could you look me in the eye and then do something so hurtful behind my family's back? The hurt comes from the realization that the person I trusted most was the one who betrayed me. The secrecy, the lies, it's all too much to handle, and I can't believe it was you who did this to me. You've left me with a feeling of emptiness. The connection we once had is now tainted by the weight of your actions. It's hard to rebuild what's been broken, especially when trust has been so completely shattered. I never expected you to be someone who would deceive me, let alone go behind my parents' backs. The feelings of hurt and confusion seem endless, and I don't know how to move forward when I don't know where things went wrong. The disappointment I feel is beyond words. I thought I knew you better than this, and to discover you went behind my parents' backs leaves me questioning everything we've shared. How do you heal from something like that? There are so many thoughts racing through my mind. I want to understand why you felt the need to do this, but at the same time, I'm struggling to accept the reality of what you've done. It's as if our entire relationship has been built on a lie. I trusted you, and that's why this betrayal cuts so deeply. What you did behind my parents' backs feels like a betrayal of not just me, but of the family I hold dear. It's hard to even comprehend that this is the person you've become. I wish I could just forget about it, but the truth is, the hurt is still there, lingering in the background. Every time I think about what you did, I'm reminded of how deeply you've let me down. It's a pain I didn't deserve. You've made me question my own judgment. How did I not see this coming? How could you betray me like that, especially when I trusted you with so much? It's a betrayal I'll never forget, no matter how hard I try. The betrayal has left me with a sense of disbelief. I never thought you'd go behind my parents' backs like that. Now I feel like I'm standing on unstable ground, unsure of where to go from here. I can't seem to shake the feeling that something's missing. The person I thought I knew is now distant and unrecognizable. I never thought I'd feel so disconnected from you, but here we are, and I can't ignore the pain you've caused. The idea that you kept secrets from my family is something I just can't grasp. How could you have made such a choice without thinking of the consequences? Now, every time I look at you, I'm reminded of the trust that's been broken. What you did was a blow to everything I thought we stood for. Going behind my parents' backs was more than just a mistake. It was an act of betrayal that has left me feeling lost and unsure of where to go from here. I never imagined I'd have to question your loyalty, but here I am, wondering how someone I loved and trusted could go behind my parents' backs. It's a pain that feels impossible to shake off, no matter how much time passes. The hurt I feel isn't just about what you did. It's about the fact that I never thought you would do something like this. The secrecy, the lies. It's a wound that's hard to heal. And I don't know if I can ever look at you the same way again. I've spent so much time trying to understand why you did what you did. But the truth is, I may never get the answers I need. What I do know is that you went behind my parents' backs, and that's something I can't forget. The pain you've caused runs deeper than I ever imagined. It's not just the fact that you betrayed my trust, but that you did it behind my parents' backs. It's hard to reconcile the person I thought I knew with the person you've shown yourself to be. Every time I think about what you did, I feel a mix of confusion and hurt. How could you betray me and my family like that? I thought we were better than this, but now I'm left trying to make sense of everything. The betrayal isn't just about the action itself, it's about the trust that's been lost. I can't believe you would go behind my parents' backs like that. And now I'm left to pick up the pieces of a relationship I thought was unbreakable. I thought I knew you better than anyone, but now I'm not so sure. Going behind my parents' backs feels like an irreversible break in the connection we once had. I can't shake the feeling that something fundamental has been lost. I wish I could say that I understand why you did it, but the truth is, I'm just left with a sense of hurt and betrayal. The actions you took behind my parents' backs have created a divide that's hard to cross, and I don't know where to go from here. The pain of discovering what you did runs deep. It's not just the act itself, but the way it's affected how I see you. Trust has always been the foundation of our relationship, and now that it's shattered, I can't help but feel lost. I feel like I'm standing on the edge of a cliff, unsure of whether to take the plunge or walk away. Your actions behind my parents' backs have left me with a sense of uncertainty that I can't seem to shake. There are no easy answers to why you did what you did. I can't seem to wrap my head around it, and the betrayal of going behind my parents' backs has left me with a sense of confusion and sadness that lingers. The hurt I feel from what you did is overwhelming. It's not just the betrayal itself, but the realization that you would choose to deceive my parents and me. It's a betrayal that has left scars I'm not sure can ever heal. I never thought you were capable of such deceit, but now I find myself questioning everything I thought I knew about you. The truth of your actions is like a shadow that hangs over everything, and I can't seem to escape it. What you did feels like a betrayal that cuts deeper than I ever expected. It's not just about what happened, it's about the trust that's been broken, The bond that's been frayed, I can't imagine how things will ever be the same. The feeling of being betrayed is one I never imagined I'd experience, especially not from you. What you did behind my parents' backs has created a rift that I'm not sure can be repaired. It's as if everything I thought was real has been thrown into question. How could you do something like this to me and my family? The betrayal is something I can't easily forgive, and I don't know how to move forward. The hardest part is knowing that you chose to act behind my parents' backs instead of coming to me. I thought we shared a bond built on trust and honesty, but now I'm left wondering if that was ever really the case. The hurt you've caused goes beyond just the betrayal. It's the sense of being deceived, of not knowing who you really are anymore. The actions you took behind my parents' backs have left me reeling, and I'm not sure how to make sense of it all. I thought I could count on you, but now I feel betrayed in a way I never thought possible. Going behind my parents' backs has shattered something inside me, and I don't know if it can ever be fixed.